Hi everybody, my name is Ivan Bonoff and welcome to this episode of EdTech's Tips, a weekly video containing useful tech info meant to make your life as a member of CVTC easier. This week we'll be covering our last bunch of hotkeys, so this is our last episode. Thank you guys so much for your support. We'll keep a list of all these hotkeys so you can come and pick them up at CVTC, but because we're going to be covering so many different hotkeys, I would ask you guys to please rewatch these if they come by a little quick. Let's start with the first one. The first option we have here is if you hit Control F, it allows you to find, F for find, something on our page. Let's say you're on our home page and you forgot where the grade change menu is since we've passed 8 weeks and all of our incompletes just happened. Maybe you need to do a grade change. You can hit Control F to search for grade change form. And you can see up here on the page that there are two places where the word grade appears. Here's the first one. If you click the little down arrow, you'll see the second one. Here it is, grade change form. So down here in the bottom left corner, that's where you can find your grade change form. I'm going to switch to a different screen here. And let's say you have an article that you found that you want to print for your students. You guys know that Control P is the way that you can bring up your print screen in case you were wondering for that. So Control P is the hotkey for print. Alright, and next I'm going to minimize all my windows here real quick, and I'll bring up these two windows here. Now let's say you're trying to copy down information from one window to another, but they kind of overlap and that makes it hard to see. Now you guys know that if you push Windows key and the right arrow, it will move your window to the side, and then you can click on another window to bring it up here and so you can see both side by side. If you want this one to be on the left, you push the Windows key and the left arrow and it'll move it to the left side. So no matter what you guys do, you can move your windows around by pushing Windows key left, Windows key right. Windows key and up arrow makes it large, and Windows key and down arrow will minimize it. So that's something that's kind of interesting. It's also super helpful if you're working on multiple screens and you're trying to organize all of your windows into one space. So let's bring up our window here again, maximize it with Windows key up. If you want to move your cursor, you guys know you can use your keyboard to move left, right, up, and down in your document. That's all good. If you push Control and left, however, you skip to the end of the word. You get to move to a whole new word. So instead of having to go right, you can push Control right and move to the end of the word in front of you. Similarly, you can also push Control and backspace, and that will delete the entire word for you. So let's move down here. You have this really long word that you have to hit backspace a whole bunch of times to delete. If you hit Control backspace, boop, it deletes the entire word, which is kind of fun. So Control backspace is how you can backspace an entire word, and I think that's something that's really helpful. The same thing works with Control and delete. Let's move to our last couple of things here. I'm going to bring up our keyboard that we have at work, and we're going to look at these keys right here. You guys can see them there. And these are the home key, the end key, the page up key, and the page down key. So if you didn't know these are kind of helpful. Home moves your cursor to the front of a row. So if I'm at the end of the row, I push the home key, it brings it to the front. If I am at the front of the row and I push the end key, it brings us all the way to the end of the row. In case you didn't know what the home and the end keys do, they move your cursor to the front of the line, and the end key moves it to the back of the line. And jumping back to our screen here, the page down key will jump down one page length, so one screen length. So if you want to just scroll down, the page down key will scroll down your screen about one page length, and the page up key will do the same thing up. So those are some helpful keys for navigating around websites or around your long Word documents or whatever you might be working on. Alright, and I saved our best hotkey for last. This is the one that I use more than any others that we've covered in the series so far, and that is Alt-Tab. If you hold down the Alt key and then press the Tab key, it will bring up this menu where it shows every window that you have open. If you keep holding the Alt key and press Tab, it'll allow you to shift to your different windows, whatever you're working on. So you can see if you hit Tab, it'll bring up this window. If you hit Tab again, it'll bring up our Outlook. If you hit Tab again, it'll press Word. And whenever you release the key, it will open up that document. So Alt-Tab will allow you to quickly shift between active windows, and it's something that I use all of the time. Alright everybody, we hope you found this episode and this series of hotkeys informative. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to assist you down in CPD. Come by, say hi to us. We love seeing you guys down in the basement. You can also send us an email at edtech@cvtc.edu. We're always around to help. We hope you guys have a wonderful semester full of hotkeys, and we will see you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.